Hello, and welcome to Quiet Desperation. Today is January 16th, 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. Buckle up, it's going to be an interesting year. So, today I have a few things I want to talk about. I'm going to be rambling a bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about Echoloid. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the direction of my channel, and a little bit about, or maybe a lot about, Summer Moon Utah Wells. I don't usually talk about summer. I don't believe I ever have on this channel. I have made videos, other than Echo, about Suzanne Morphew. Since 2020, the only three cases I've really followed are Echoloid, Suzanne Morphew, and Summer Moon Utah Wells. That's enough for me. I haven't really delved into any other missing person cases. So, first of all, Echoloid. This channel will forever and always be an Echoloid channel. My priority will always be Echoloid. I'm deeply brokenhearted that there is no movement in her case, and hasn't been any movement that the public knows of in nearly a year. But I promise you, as soon as there is any updates, movement of any kind, I will definitely be uploading a video regarding that information. The other thing about this channel is I've kind of felt the last few months the YouTube streets are kind of nasty. And I really want to take this channel in a direction where I do lives and we have discussions about topics that concern us. I know in my own life I've dealt with mental health issues, I've dealt with family issues, I've dealt with weight issues. Those are just a few. They don't have to all be heavy. I also want to talk about fun things. I really want to make this channel informative and encouraging. I want it to be a safe and kind place, and I believe my description says that. I want it to be a place where anyone can come in here and be welcome. And we can discuss whatever. I am a person who is zero drama. I have zero, nada, no tolerance for gossip, drama, cruelness, meanness, any of that. I don't do that. I won't do that. Never, ever, never will that be in this channel. So if you're looking to stir the pot here, you're not going to last long, because that's not going to happen here. So I don't know how the channel is going to evolve. I'm just kind of let it go and evolve as it needs to as we go down this road in 2024. Hopefully people will join me, but I'm not here to, I don't want 1 million subscribers, I don't want to monetize, I don't want any of that. So if I have one person who watches or 20,000, that's great. I'm just here to kind of ramble about my own thoughts, or share my own opinions about things, or maybe sometimes rant, or sometimes get on here and say, hey, whew, this wonderful thing happened. And my life, I like the absurd all the way to the macabre. So we'll be covering all of that. So let me get to Summer Wells. Whew. So I have followed Summer's disappearance since the very first news conference her father did on June 18th, 2021. From that news conference on, I have diligently saved screenshots, videos, any news information, everything. I basically have saved everything. Any of the so-called players in this disappearance, or people who popped up and then disappeared, whether it was a day, a week, or a month. I know this case very, very well. And I will say, from that very first news conference Dawn Wells did, there were red flags. As a mother, there is no way I would get on TV and talk about, I will see my child in the resurrection. I would be screaming from the rooftops. I would be hysterical. I would be begging for whoever has my child to bring them home. I would be talking about how I miss my child, I love my child, and I want her home. And help me. Please help me to find my baby. Now, my baby is in her late 20s. I would still do the same thing if something happened to her today, even though she is a full-grown adult. That is what parents do. So I knew something was amiss, and I decided to lock into that case the minute I saw that news interview. Fast forward to today, January 16th, 2024, which, by the way, is the 2.5-year mark for Summer Moon Utah Wells' disappearance. She has now been missing, 32 months? 32 months. So, it just breaks my heart to say that. She's nearly 8 years old. Her birthday is February 4th, I believe, and she will be 8 years old. Wow. So from June 2021 to today, it has been nothing but chaos and confusion that surrounds Summer's disappearance. It is nothing but muck and mire and subterfuge and half-truths and stirring the pot, lies, deceit, grifting, stealing. That has not stopped up to today. It has not stopped in 2.5 years. I am so disgusted by the vileness that surrounds Summer's disappearance. But I think what disturbs me more than anything is Summer was 5 years old when she disappeared. She was defenseless. And no one that either lived on Ben Hill Road or has been to 110 Ben Hill Road has done the right thing by Summer. Not one. Not one. Every single person who knew Summer has deflected, denied, given half-truths, not said anything. It's just been this, the lack of loyalty and integrity is mind-boggling. Not one person has loved Summer enough to do the right thing by Summer. Not one. Not one. And I sit here today after a weekend of super scamming and lies and um, which should have surprised no one, considering whose channel it originated from. I never watched the sperm donor at all, not 1 second, because as far as I was concerned, he had no business delving into anything that regarding Summer, unless he was there. But I think he saw it as an opportunity to make some bucks, so why not? So I completely saw him and the neighbor who supposedly had cancer and was in the creek. To me, those two are utterly irrelevant at this point. At the beginning, the neighbor lady who, supposedly saw Summer in the shower through walls and whatever, she was fine at the beginning, for like the first month or two. But from that point on, I pay no mind to her. And I really pay no mind to a sperm donor who lives in another state, who only saw this as an opportunity for himself. So anyway, fast forward to this weekend, and it has been my thought the past 4 days has been, what's new? This is nothing new in Summer's case. It's just a couple of new players who decided to step forward. Well, H isn't a new player, but what I mean is he's been quiet for 2.5 years, and all of a sudden now he decides to step forward and pull these shenanigans. Shame on him. Shame on him. The whole thing has been evil, disgusting, and despicable. And I hope if H's mother lives, I hope she busts his chops. Seriously, I would. Oh, I hope she lives just for that. The past 4 days, the only thought that's been going through my head is no one, not one person who knew Summer cares. Not one. I mean, it has been nothing but wild goose chases, half-truths, chaos, confusion, answers that just send you in another direction, the wild goose chases. It has just been a hot mess since June 15th, 2021. And you know what? Summer deserves better. And I'm so angry that there was no one who's an ally for Summer. No one who is willing to stand up, have a backbone, have some integrity and some morals, and maybe a little bit of godly character, and really fight for her. Stand up for her. Fight for her. Tell the truth, no matter what. No matter how bad it is, no matter what you saw. Good, bad, ugly. There's been no one. Not one person. And as far as I'm concerned, they're all evil. Anyone who knew Summer leading up to June 15th, who had been at Ben Hill Road, 110 Ben Hill Road, or been a neighbor, they are evil, they are despicable, and they are disgusting people. My opinion, I have a right to say it. It breaks my heart. She was 5 years old. 5. A defenseless kid. A defenseless, beautiful little girl. And that was her downfall, is being beautiful. That was her downfall. I'm telling you what, Summer Moon Utah Wells did not stand a chance from the day she was born. She didn't stand a chance. I'm praying that H, because he's so young, that he will make better choices. I'm praying that this young man will decide to have some moral character, that he will decide to have some integrity, that he will not go down the path of guns and gangs and drugs and drug running and stealing and taking drugs. He's very young. He can turn this around, but he has to make the choice to do that. And if H sits down and just says, you know what, I'm going to do this for Summer. I'm just going to do this for Summer because she was a little girl who didn't deserve what she got. I'm going to do this for her. And how about he think about his future children, whenever that may be? No, I'm not going to say anything else. How about he do it for his for future children, that he chooses to be a man who leads and directs and guides his children in truth and in honesty and in good character, a good education, doing the right thing at all times. And let me tell you, doing the right thing is not easy. You know what's easy? Is being a low-life, drug-dealing, drug-taking, gang-banging, street-smart ass, thinking you're grown, thinking you can behave any way you want, use people, abuse people, lie, cheat, steal. That's the easy way. It is 100 times harder to be a good person. It is so much harder to be kind and gentle and loving and thoughtful and considerate and give of yourself. It is so much harder. It's easy to default. Let me tell you, I have a bitch mode that doesn't quit. I can turn that on quicker than you could say, Jackrabbit. I don't cuss too much. Don't particularly like that. I think it's a little disgusting. Doesn't impress me. But anyway, I can be snarky. I can be super sarcastic. I can hit that bitch mode button in a second. But you know what I've learned in my old age? It ain't worth it. So now I use my bitch mode for good. I use it as a superpower to help people. I'll go into that in another video, what I use it for. I don't use it to tear people down. I don't use it to lie, to cheat, to steal. I don't use it to be cruel or any of that. I don't use it in any negative form anymore. I use it, if I need to help somebody in usually dire situations who can't get what they need. And I will. You'll have to watch another video. I'll explain. I'll explain what I use it for. I use it for good. I call it my superpower now because I usually am pretty influential when I turn on the bitch mode for good. It is my superpower now. It doesn't work against me. It works for me. But another thing is, I want me and this channel moving forward, but me especially, every day to choose to be a better person. Choose kindness. Choose patience when I want to go off on somebody. To be quiet. I'm not going to choose drugs and alcohol and all of that crap that leads to death or prison. Well, I'm an old lady, so I'm definitely way past that. But there's just so little kindness in the world. There's so little caring. There's so much evil and darkness and troubles, and especially for our children. Our children are suffering horribly. They're disappearing. They're being raped and abused and sold and trafficked and at an alarming rate. And they need to be protected. They need to be watched out for. All I know is today I choose to be kind. I choose to be thoughtful. I choose love. I choose goodness. Because man, there is not enough of it in this world. And I wish the people that surrounded Summer Moon Utah Wells would choose goodness, would choose love, would choose loyalty to Summer, would choose integrity. But everything around her has been evil. Nothing but evil for 2.5 years. But you know what? I'm not going to stop praying for Summer. Thousands of people are praying for Summer every day. See, I think when Summer went missing, there were a lot of people on Ben Hill Road who thought this would just all go away in a week or two. That who cares about a little girl who disappears in the hollers in rural Tennessee? I think they just thought people would forget about it. They would be able to go on with their lives, never realizing that God would move. And Summer would touch the lives of thousands upon thousands of people around the world. So you see, God is going to win in the end. And Summer has an army praying for her. And I truly believe if Summer doesn't get justice in this life, she definitely will in the next. But I'm praying that Summer will be found. I'm praying that there will be justice for Summer. See, she deserves that. She deserves to be found. She deserves to have answers. She deserves justice. And see, God is on Summer's side. And goodness always prevails over evil. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So, I'm going to end there with my little rant. And I hope you will follow this channel. I hope you will continue to pray for Summer, for Echo, for Suzanne. And I hope you will follow me as I journey through this year of hopefully building this channel and building a community where there can be acceptance and love and generosity and kindness, friendship, goodness, all of that. So with that, I'm going to end it with God bless you, be well, take the high road. When they go low, we go high. Because I'm telling you right now, in the end, Summer is going to win. Summer is going to win.